Thank you for calling Louisiana Medicaid Customer Service Center. To better serve you, please listen carefully to our menu options. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance. For help in English, press 1.
Para ayuda en español, marque 2.
For help in another language, press 3. To repeat this information, press star. Sorry, I didn't understand. Please try again. For help in English, press 1.
Para ayuda en español,
You can visit our website anytime at mymedicaid.la.gov to submit an application, complete a renewal, or make a change to your current Medicaid information.
We're excited to introduce a convenient way for you to get quick answers to your Medicaid-related questions. Say hello to Mark, our brand new chatbot designed to provide you with instant assistance. You can now visit medicaid.la.gov or healthy.la.gov and interact with Mark in English, Spanish, or Vietnamese. Mark is available 24/7 and is equipped to handle a variety of frequently asked questions regarding Medicaid, ensuring you get the information you need.
If you're calling about Medicaid for yourself or for a family member, press 1. If you're a healthcare provider, press 2. If you're calling to apply for Medicaid, press 1. If you're calling to complete a renewal, press 2. If you're calling because you have questions about a letter you received, press 3. If you're calling to make changes to your information, such as address, phone number, or income, press 4. If you're calling to check the status of your application, press 5. If you're calling to request a duplicate Medicaid card, press 6. If you're calling to select a new health plan or get information about your current health plan, press 7. For all other calls, press 8. To repeat this information, press star. As a reminder, you can visit mymedicaid.la.gov to check the status of your application, end your coverage, add a new person to your account, make changes to your address and income, or request a new Medicaid card. If you're ready to speak to an agent, press 1. To repeat this information, press star. We are experiencing a high call volume and are unable to take your call at this time. You can apply for Medicaid, view your coverage, or make changes to your coverage online anytime at your convenience. Please visit our website at mymedicaid.la.gov for more information. Again, that's mymedicaid.la.gov. We apologize for the inconvenience. To repeat this information, press star. Thank you for calling Louisiana Medicaid Customer Service Center. To better serve you, please listen carefully to our menu options. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance. For help in English, press 1.
para ayuda en español, marque 2.
For help in another language, press 3. To repeat this information, press star. Sorry, that's an invalid entry. For help in English, press 1.
Para ayuda en español, marque 2.
For help in another language, press 3. To repeat this information, press star. You can visit our website anytime at mymedicaid.la.gov to submit an application, complete a renewal, or Thank you for calling Louisiana Medicaid Customer Service Center. To better serve you, please listen carefully to our menu options. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance. For help in English, press 1.
Para ayuda en español,
You can visit our website anytime at mymedicaid.la.gov to submit an application, complete a renewal, or make a change to your current Medicaid information.
We're excited to introduce a convenient way for you to get quick answers to your Medicaid-related questions. Say hello to Mark, our brand new chatbot designed to provide you with instant assistance. You can now visit medicaid.la.gov or healthy.la.gov and interact with Mark in English, Spanish, or Vietnamese. Mark is available 24/7 and is equipped to handle a variety of frequently asked questions regarding Medicaid, ensuring you get the information you need.
If you're calling about Medicaid for yourself or for a family member, press 1. If you're a healthcare provider, press 2. If you're calling to appeal a decision made on your Medicaid coverage, press 3. To repeat this information, press star. You can apply for Medicaid, view your coverage, or make changes to your coverage online anytime at your convenience. Please visit our website at mymedicaid.la.gov for more information. Again, that's mymedicaid.la.gov.
All staff members are currently assisting other callers, but your call is important to us and will be answered in the order received. If you prefer to receive a callback when an agent becomes available, press 1 now. There will only be one attempt to call you back, so it is important to answer the call. Otherwise, please continue holding for the first available staff member. Thank you. all staff members are currently assisting other callers, but your call is important to us and will be answered in the order received. If you prefer to receive a callback when an agent becomes available, press 1 now. There will only be one attempt to call you back, so it is important to answer the call. Otherwise, please continue holding for the first available staff member. Thank you.
To apply or renew Medicaid or make changes to your Medicaid account, please visit mymedicaid.la.gov for online help. Set up an account from your computer or smartphone. It's fast, easy, and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. By creating an account, you can determine if you qualify for coverage, choose a health plan or doctor, and find out about Medicaid benefits and coverage. You can also renew and make changes to your existing Medicaid. Save time by visiting mymedicaid.la.gov.
Louisiana Medicaid is hiring. Please visit www.governmentjobs.com/careers/Louisiana for more details. The WIC program provides Louisiana women and their families with valuable food benefits, nutrition education, and breastfeeding support. Women qualify for WIC during or after their pregnancy, and children can enroll from birth through the age of 4. If you are enrolled in Medicaid, you already meet the income requirements for WIC. Call 1-800-251-2229 or go to louisianawic.org.
Louisiana Medicaid, this is Melinda. Can I get your case ID or your social, please?
436-958926.
What is the name on the case?
Jeffrey Thomas Bodin, Bodin.
What is the date of birth?
05/22/97.
Okay, and Jeffrey, you affirm that the information you give is true and correct under the penalty of perjury. You understand there are criminal penalties for giving false information?
Yes, I affirm.
What is your address?
406 Parkview Boulevard, Mandeville, Louisiana, 70471.
What's the phone number and the email?
Cell phone 985-272-8989. It's probably listed as work or home. 985-520-4713.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what's the email address?
My first name, my last name, 713@gmail.com.
All right, and how can I help?
I received a text message today at about 8:20 a.m. To submit more documentation for my my documents area for documents still required under the self-service, self-controller like thing under the lameds.ldh.la.gov site. And I think I believe I attempted to do that. I thought I had submitted a sufficient amount on the 19th of November, last month. And which was actually before I had received any correspondence from the state or from any federal level or anyone. I only learned of my Medicaid somehow having issues from transportation, from Meditrans, because of scheduling rides being an issue. And it's very pressing that I get this all, at least get the appeal started with y'all, so that I get that extension with the judge and stuff, so that you guys can just work out whatever the issue is with this. Because the only letter I received from y'all said that Social Security stated that I was no longer going to receive Social Security, which is not the case. And Social Security informed me of the opposite. So I'm not really sure if it was a technical issue or something with y'all, but I'm still on Social Security, and I updated my income with y'all as well, just to make sure. But apparently, in the process of doing that, there wasn't a way to like pull new information, and I'm not sure if that's because the first check of the increased amount of money from Social Security comes on the 3rd of December, so 2 days from now. So I can't display bank statements or anything from that. The closest I have is them just saying that I'm going to receive that amount, and that I did not receive that amount last month, and of course the state knows I didn't receive it the month before that or the month before that, etc., because it's an increase in my Social Security, but it's not a cancellation of my Social Security, because my disability doesn't stop. It's a fully favorable decision, and I submitted the fully favorable decision by the judge for the original one on the 19th of November under this uploaded documents page. And previously, when I have dealt with records issues with y'all, that letter as Social Security for the Social Security Administration had told me in person at the Lacombe office that's what I was always supposed to use with the state. And that was probably like 7 years ago. So I don't know if that changed since then, because that was a long time ago. But that was at the extent of my knowledge. So that's why I submitted that, because that's a very powerful decision at the federal level that like supersedes the state. And usually that was good enough for a rubber stamp to just fix whatever issues that y'all might have had. But if that's no longer the case, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to give y'all, because it seems clear that the state has some sort of access to SSA's like income information or data, and I don't know.
Okay, when did you start
why
receiving your
stopped.
Social Security?
Like 6.5 years ago. Wait, no, longer than 7 years ago, or less than, maybe like 6 in like 10 months or something like that.
Okay, I see a letter in here from that you sent from Social Security. Let me see what else you have in here.
I made sure to, one thing I didn't provide in last month, which I didn't know if that was stopping things, was the Social Security number. I don't know if I just overlooked that as an option to upload, but I uploaded that. I uploaded my card. I uploaded this as much citizenship information as I thought was relevant, which was the same stuff I've given Social Security in the past. And I have previous IDs, like a driver's license from before when I was allowed to drive, because of my disability. So I can provide that as well too, just in case that matches records that you guys have on file, since I believe I applied for Medicaid and things with that ID instead of my current one, because that was a driver's license and not a ID card. And it looked a bit different.
like passports and stuff like that in here. Those things should be good enough, but just bear with me a moment because I'm looking. You're not employed, or you just received the Social Security, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm retired.
Okay.
My status is retired. I receive permanent disability.
Yeah, that's fine. So, all right. So one thing that I don't see that is needed, we sent you a HIPAA form to fill out. Give me just a second, which it's an authorization to release health information and the social interview form. That I do not see.
Oh, I did a verbal one of those with one of y'all's representatives on the 14th, I believe. And they said that I didn't need to do anything in the mail, and I didn't actually receive any of that in the mail either. I haven't received anything else from you guys at all.
Okay, I don't see that HIPAA form, and we're not allowed to sign that. You have to sign that.
Well, you guys might need to send that again because I didn't. It was not received, and I've been definitely checking. I've been on top of that. I've been checking like the informed delivery with the USPS. I know for sure my address was correct because I got like one other piece of mail from y'all, but that was it.
Okay, so question, if I email it to you, would you be able to print it out and fill it out and then send it back in or upload it onto the self-service portal?
Yeah, I could upload it on the self-service portal. If you send it to me, I can electronically sign it. Is that good enough? Because I don't really, printing it.
No, you would have to print it out. It doesn't give a way for you to electronically fill it out because it's two forms. One is the and that, I don't see that authorization to release health information, and which is the HIPAA form, and the other one is the social information interview form, and that's a couple of pages, like not a couple of pages, a few pages that needs to be filled out. Those two things I don't see in your case.
Yeah, just email it to me, and I can probably manage. I have a professional signature thing with my uploaded signature for notary and stuff, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay. So I have to send it a different way, but the department that I send it to, they will send you an email with that information attached to it. And then the only thing you have to do is print it and then, and fill it out.
Okay, is there
So
any
then,
other things I can get done now while I'm waiting for that?
that's the only thing that I see that is needed. Let me see what else. Okay, disability verification. So, question: you did send a list of the doctors and hospitals that have treated you in the last 24 months with the name,
Yes, that
address,
was part of
phone
the
numbers for
medical.
each. Okay.
That was part of the medical records. It shows like it shows like all of the at least for the connected portals for like Oshner, North Oaks, I mean, it shows connections with MD Anderson. It doesn't show every single outside one, but it had like 20 appointments going back like 3 years. So I thought that was probably sufficient. It's one of the medical records ones that was submitted on the 19th. If more, because I thought that was like it's a pretty good overview. It's just the appointment section of the like Epic portal, and that is as far as a patient can see on the patient side. It's restrictive on what data we can see. But if Medicaid wants to, they already have access through the billing and such on like billing codes and things like that of what actual care was provided for those dates. I've shown that I was there, that which doctor, their name, and things like that, the department, stuff like that. There shouldn't be any issue for Medicaid to request further on each of those dates if they wish, because there's not much more I can do on my end. I certainly can't afford to request records, so I'm not going to be able to pay to do that. I can't do that.
So what they need from you, the only thing that they need from you, sir, is a list for you to write down a list of the doctors and hospitals that have treated you in the past 24 months. But you do have to put like the names, the addresses, and the phone numbers. That's what they are requesting.
I think it shows that. It showed, yeah, I'm pretty sure it showed all of that there. If the, like, appointments thing, if you can look at it real quick and tell me that it's lacking in some way, I can go back through and edit it or try to find more information. I can do that. Some of them don't supply a phone number for me.
Their names and
or it
like
gives the
like that.
Like call center one, because the patient phone number side for like UMCNO and stuff like that is the scheduling number, and it'll provide you, as far as Medicaid is concerned, it's going to provide you the same thing it does for me, the patient schedule number, instead of their department number, which they don't give out.
They don't. Okay, so look, they don't really need that. What they do need is, like, say, I guess it would be University Medical Center. Whatever the address, the name, the address, and the phone number. That's all they need for
the
each.
Address is definitely
like
there,
they,
yeah, for sure.
The
address is always there, and it says the floor, and that's always very explicit. That's very nice, and a very upfront. But the only thing that is kind of lacking is usually the phone numbers. That's very between different buildings, between different, like, Oshner to UMC to Children's, stuff like that. Like, it's kind of like hit or miss on whether or not that's even going to be there. But the address is always there, 100%, and I'm fairly certain it is there with the thing that I submitted, and it goes back quite a ways, and it even, I believe, had connected LSUHN's portal, which I don't have access to anymore, because they shut down that one. So I don't have any of those records. The only Medicaid probably has more detailed records on that than I do, unfortunately. The best
I'm not
have
sure
is
what
the
your
ones from UMCNO.
like I said, are okay. So what you need to do is make a list of the doctors or hospitals that have seen you in the past 24 months. By each, you need to put the address and you need to put the phone number. There's also a request for resources. So, like, as far as resources, if you have like a checking or a savings account, they need the last 3 months worth of bank statements for those. If you have, let's see, like savings bond certificates or mutual funds, time deposits, retirement funds, things of that nature, and if you received that request for information letter, like examples of everything that they need is actually written on that letter. If it doesn't apply to you, then you don't have to worry about it. But if it does, then yes, you do have to send in a copy of, of each.
Yeah, it didn't. I believe it didn't apply to me because of the Social Security specifically. It didn't have any of that listed. That was kind of the biggest issue for me. I was kind of scrambling because there was so little information.
Okay, so question: do you have a checking or a savings account?
I don't have a savings account, and the checking account is just the account that Social Security deposits the money into, which I can give statements
for. It doesn't matter, but
it doesn't
need
have
the
any
last
money in
3
it,
months
really.
worth of statements for that. If you have like a life insurance policy, then you need a copy.
I don't have any. None of that is relevant to me. I don't have like a Roth IRA account or anything like that.
Any home property?
No,
like
nothing like that.
Okay, and you don't own like the house that you live in or any land or anything?
No, and that would all be shielded anyway because of Social Security. I'm kind of a very weird classification in that because I've never been able to work. The United States basically owns anything that I could own, so that in the state like gets credit tax wise and stuff. It's a beneficial relationship like that to where I'm just over. They just tell me to not ever list anything because I list things when I'm asked, and then it ends up just delaying paperwork and things like that, and they end up telling me over the phone not to do that again and stuff like that, and that's usually what's happened. So now most of the time the forms I get in the mail, like from y'all, don't even ask me for anything because it didn't ask me for anything. The only part that does ask me for resource information is the website, and the website just didn't specify anything about like what it wanted. Normally the SSA benefit verification letter is the de facto like information about my current Social Security benefits. I did submit that today, even though it's telling me that it will pay it out next month. This because this is an updated form. The only updated part is it's saying like a new line about me being entitled to monthly benefits as a disabled dependent of a wage earner. That's new to me. That has to do with my father now receiving his own disability. having exceeded 65 and also having Alzheimer's dementia. Apparently that puts me in another classification, and that's why my amount of money increased from them. But my actual assets didn't increase. I didn't inherit any property, and I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing about the house, what they're going to be doing about properties or anything. That may have changed, and I don't even know if I could answer any questions with y'all accurately. To be very honest, I don't. I probably could have, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I probably did when I applied for Medicaid initially, but I just don't know what my family's even allowed to do anymore with that. I don't know if they can put the stuff in a trust or anything. Before it was, I believe the state told us to have me inherit, I guess, things, and I have been paying, up rent and such, and now I have a lease and I pay that, but I don't know, like, long term if my father's, like, circumstances will be on Medicare or Medicaid, and if that means, like, the state's gonna collect the property or not, or if they're gonna not be allowed to. I'm not really sure what that is exactly. In Social Security, I tried looking into it through them, through the portal. They have not given me any updates on anything. If the state needs to for Medicaid, any information about property or things, it would be very helpful if you could ask whoever you sent information to earlier to email me, if they could, like, explicitly send me something that I need to request from Social Security so that I can do that, because I don't even want to try, just in case me requesting or asking something for information just messes something up with my family circumstances, because there's just too much I don't know. And I think too much that's kind of going on in the background. And it's just not a circumstance that I believe I should be, interrupting or interacting with. It's not good for anyone. Especially not when I'm currently dealing with, Medicaid for some reason having issues with me. Because that's my priority right now. Did the office that you sent that information to tell you that they emailed me yet or not? Because I'm still looking for an email. I'm not sure from who I should be looking for it from. Louise at, like, LDH.
It's gonna come from Medicaid,
and
okay.
It
will take a little while because it has to go to one department first.
Okay, let me just make sure to check for that. Because I did try to apply through the marketplace last week and found out through them in an extensive application that I was basically ineligible to get a new marketplace plan because my Medicaid appears to be listed under the marketplace, I guess, when I got it originally. And under its contract and such, it definitely is clear that I should not have had any lapse of coverage or, like, denial at all, because it having the clause that says that being terminally ill qualifies you for this, and this was the thing that is my insurance, and that hasn't changed.
Well, sir, you're going to have to send in the information that they're requesting.
I just checked the documents I uploaded on y'all's site, and I did send in all the doctor's appointments for the past 3 years. I actually sent in a lot more than that. I sent in On top of that, the Social Security case documentation, which goes all the way back to 2017, and includes surgical records and things like that that were under y'all in 2020, 2021, 2019, I believe, through Children's. That's all there. Other oncology related things through Children's is all there, and in a lot of detail too. So that's all good. So I don't think there should be any issue with the state or Medicaid having a lack of doctors to contact and their addresses and their phone numbers, because there's a lot more there than just the initial addresses that I submitted with the names and the lists. Like a lot more.
So you need to send in the resource verification, and you need to send in the HIPAA forms.
Is there like so just the bank records is good enough for the resource verification?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Would the bank records be good enough? Because that's the only thing I haven't submitted.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send in the last 3 months worth of bank statements.
All right, I'll do the last 3 months of bank statements then.
And once you get that HIPAA form and the social interview form, just go ahead and print that out, fill it out, and then send that back in as well.
And there's no way I can do either of those just electronically or like verbally authorizing it or anything? 'Cause I could have sworn I did that with someone at the Medicaid federal level when I spoke with them last month, but I could just be wrong.
I don't see it in your case, and I went through everything that you sent in.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll do as you said, and I'll wait for that email and then print it out and then send that back in and get y'all the bank statements.
Anything else I can help you with?
Nope. If that's all, if that's all I have to do, then I'll just get started on that, and get that back to y'all, and then call back tomorrow, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.